Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back to Hanging with Mangg. We're playing a little bit more of the Battlefield 6 beta. Mostly because I didn't know what else to really play. I guess I could have done Dominions again. Yeah, I'm not loving Battlefield 6 as it is, and I think part of that is just me moving away from anything that's not like really boring old men games like Dominions. But also it's just like I like Battlefield because of the big epic scale, large battlefields, vehicles, sniping, all that sort of stuff. And I'm sure that's still going to be in the game. Or recon. Great. I'm sure that's still going to be in the game, but this beta, like it's like all short, small scale, close quarters, submachine gun, stuff like that. And there's usually like one tank or a couple tanks involved in these tight streets. It's a lot of just like turn a corner, you're dead, or spawn, you're dead. You know. It's also just like a lot of times where I play assault rifle stuff or submachine gun stuff, and I see a guy, I shoot the guy, and then I die because I don't land enough shots. I guess. I mean, it feels like I land enough shots. So I haven't really been sniping much at all. I haven't been playing that much of it. Mostly still playing Dominions, of course, but yeah, well, I asked for that one. So I don't know. We'll see. But it's like the defenders of all this are saying like, oh, well, they really, you know, all that big scale stuff, that's going to be in the game. They just really want to get like data and feedback on these more close quarters stuff. And it's like, okay, that's fine and dandy. Except that, you know, people are absolutely going to use this as like a demo, essentially. People are going to be using these betas as, should I buy this game or not? Like, they can call it whatever they want, you know, they can call it network test, they can do all that, but at the end of the day, it is a marketing tool that they're using. I can't shit predict today. I probably shouldn't be sniping.
Be advised, hostile troops have secured more objectives. Enemy attack is underway on Bravo.
So, you know, it's a curious decision on their part. Like, okay, you want feedback and data on the small scale maps. Like, why is that not half of the beta and then the other half is big scale stuff? So people are like, oh yeah, okay, I don't like the small stuff, the close quarter stuff, but at least there's these big cool battlefield stuff. Fights. Oh yeah, also there's guys running around with defibrillators, which I think was kind of always a thing.
Charlie is under enemy control. Hostiles have established positions on all objectives.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm pretty sure I've lost every game I've played. And I don't think, like, I'm the reason that we lose every game, although, maybe.
We're engaging objective Charlie. Objective Bravo has been secured by hostiles. Enemy forces have captured Charlie.
So, I mean, there, it's like, okay, I saw him first, I shot first, but obviously, like, I didn't have good follow-through. I moved off of it. It's like a small comfort, I guess, that my reflexes aren't really the issue. It's just everything else. Anyways. So this week, on this channel, we had, of course, Dominions. And I just checked. I just checked the count and everything. And if I upload one video every day of Dominions, like if I just break my schedule and every day is Dominions, it would take me about 7 months. It'd take me 7 months to upload, catch up all my stuff. And that's if I don't record anything else. So I'm not sure what to do with that. I feel like at a certain point I have to just upload it every day. Just like, you know, keep my normal schedule of alternating games, but do it for other games. And then every day is just Dominions as an extra thing.
Charlie is under enemy control. Attention! We're targeting objective Delta. Be advised, the enemy still hold more objectives.
Yeah, it might come to that, because 7 months, so that means at my current rate, where I upload one Dominions and then one of something else, alternating, it'll take over a year.
We are engaging objective Charlie. Attention, we need attack support on the marked objective.
And that's a long time, to say the least.
Objective Delta has been secured by hostiles. We've spotted an enemy sniper to your north. Keep your heads down.
Oh, it just says there's an enemy sniper to your north. Like, what the, how the, where, you want me to fucking track that? I don't know what north is at any moment.
Stay with me.
So yeah, I think we're gonna probably start uploading Dominions daily, and I'll continue uploading RimWorld. We don't have an insane amount of RimWorld left, but some stuff. And then, some other stuff. I got plenty of videos that are not Dominions. We'll find something.
Objective Bravo has been secured. We are making a recovery. Keep fighting.
Ooh.
The enemy are attacking objective Echo.
God, I can't even see that shit. It's crazy. I mean, I really should start recording some other stuff. I don't need to, but I feel like I should break away and start. I wanted to, well, so there's a RimWorld DLC, of course. That'll be soon enough. But the fact that I wouldn't really upload it right away means I can kind of hold off. There's a game that I saw an article about. It's not a brand new game or anything.
The enemy has secured more objectives.
Like last year or I don't know. It's recent. It's a recent game called The Operator. And it's basically like you work for something akin to the FBI. And you're like, it was an article comparing it to the recent War of the Worlds, where you're like a guy at a computer trying to figure shit out during ongoing situations, and you're looking through like CCTV footage and piecing stuff together. And there was a comparison. I looked on the Steam page. There was a comparison to the game Her Story, which I really enjoyed. I feel like at this point I could just replay Her Story. I don't remember the story of that game, like, at all. I feel like we could just replay that. It'd be like a fresh experience. But yeah, there's a comparison to Her Story of another one of just like looking through video footage and piecing things together. Except they said that this one was like more involved. There were like other things that you had to do. Yeah, that sucks. No way, 114 meters.
Move to attack the marked objective.
So yeah, I'd like to do that. I was actually, before I got obsessed with Dominions and it took over my life, I was playing the Crimson Diamond, which was pretty cool. The only problem now is, like, it's been so long, I don't know if I remember anything about the game. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Over on the Exploring series, we had The Handless Man, with similar themes to last week's video. And it was good. I mean, I don't know how well it did exactly. I haven't looked. I tend to not care too much about that kind of stuff. Videos will perform as they will perform. Fuck. But then this week was Classic Con SCPs. And I'm pretty concerned about the title. I tried to pick a little bit of an eye-catching thumbnail. I just don't know what people are going to think when they read the title and they're like, oh, well, Classic Con. I don't care about cons. Well, what do I care about cons for? Like right now, if you're watching, if I was watching this footage, and you told me that this was like the latest Call of Duty, I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense. Like, there's no vehicles here. There's just people shooting submachine guns and assault rifles and stuff at each other over and over, and you die. Like, yep, that. And perhaps to a layman, that's always been kind of the descriptor for both of these franchises. But, I mean, you can't play, like, Bad Company 2 and compare that to Modern Warfare 2. Like, they're very different games.
Objective Bravo has been secured.
Damn it. Nicely done. Do a little shotgunning. Everybody likes shotguns. Stacking bodies with the black shotty. I never finished that lyric, of course, but, you know. Oh! That was pretty cool. Nope. Yep. That always makes you look like a boomer. Yeah, where the fuck was I going with that? Yeah, so Classic Con. There's nothing else I can call it. I mean, that's what it is. It's SCPs from Classic Con. There's nothing else tying them together other than the fact they're from Classic Con. So what else am I going to call it? And Classic Con, it had a strict word limit of 1,000 words. Couldn't go out past that. And the theme was just horror. So no luck, no dreams, no fantasy. Just come up with your best horror-related article, 1,000 words or less. And so they did.
Our troops are attacking Delta.
Oh fuck! I was trying to move them. They wouldn't have mattered. Nice. Fucking grenade. The fuck? Some dude trying to shiv me. I don't know if I think there's a better shotgun than this to unlock. Hope so. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Oh, fuck. God, yeah. It's times like this where it's like, yeah, I'm definitely getting old. When you're young, like, target acquisition and recognition is like instantaneous. Like, boom, that's an enemy, boom, that's an ally, snap, snap, snap. And when you get older, it's like, wait, you hesitate. When you get older, you hesitate. And as Sean Connery taught me, when at a young age, you must never hesitate. I ain't going anywhere. Nice. I hear movement. There's somebody else up here. No?
Be advised, hostile troops have secured more objectives.
Oof. I got a kill. Damn.
Right, we are attempting to capture Bravo.
Shotgun can be pretty mean. I tried it last weekend and it did not impress me too much. It can be pretty mean. I picked about, what did it end up being, like 6 or 7 articles from Classic Con. Mostly just the highest rated ones. There wasn't like a whole lot of thought beyond that. There was one, I think the second highest rated, that I didn't do. And that's because it was very visually oriented. Like, it was mostly based around these, Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Attention! Enemies are attacking objective Charlie. We are engaging objective Echo. On the ground!
Fuck. Holy shit.
We now hold more objectives. Secure our defenses.
Gotta get right in there. Gotta be aggressive. Oh. No, he was still alive. God damn it. Old age. That's all right. Did well.
Hostiles have seized Bravo.
It's a good mix. There's nothing tying them together other than the fact that they're all under 1,000 words and they're all horror related. So you get a very kind of, yeah, different collection of SCP articles that are all pretty damn good. I like kind of them all. Otherwise I wouldn't have picked them. I don't know. I don't know if DJ Cactus did one. But he did put out a recent article. Fucking hell. Okay, that was not good reflexes, but damn. And I believe next week is going to be Murphy Law, Part 1. So,
Objective Bravo is full.
see how that goes. Yeah, I like how there's all this emphasis on like the anti-cheat and you have to have secure boot because the game is so secure and it's an open beta and people are already hacking like left and right. Great stuff. I go 31 and 12, really? Not bad. Not bad for an old scumbag. Not amazing, but I'm also trying to just talk. Anyways. Yeah, Murphy Law will be interesting. You know, I don't really have to write much of a script because it's mostly just reading, narrating what's there. But it is a lot of different voices. I'm mostly worried about a section where he dips, like, out of character. Spoiler alert, I guess. He dips out of character. It gets kind of fuzzy. I may actually have to break script and just kind of... So, I don't know. No, I mean, I'll have to do voice acting here, of course. But yeah, he breaks away from Murphy Law and he becomes SCP-3143. And it's like he's like trying to get back into character, and then he kind of like gives up briefly, and he just becomes like a guy, you know. It's gonna be the hardest voice acting challenge of my YouTube career, I think. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. That's gonna be, I think, in part 2 though. So at least this coming week won't be too tricky. It is quite a few characters. I mean, Murphy Law is easy. I can do Murphy Law in my sleep. But then we have placeholder McDoctorate is actually in there as a character. And I thought about messaging placeholder and having him be a voice, but it's like, it's so not what I do. It's easier for me to just do the voice myself. Because it's like, if he agrees and I get him in there, then it's like, I probably should get other people. And ideally, yeah, I guess in a perfect world, somebody else was just handling all this, and I was just voicing Murphy Law, and it's like, okay, that's good. But, yeah, in a real world, I guess I'll just do everything. So it's going to be fairly lengthy. 2 parts for sure, but even the 2 parts will probably be at least an hour. So we'll see how it goes. I don't remember the total sort of length of the script. It's pretty long. I don't mind it being longer because I don't have to write the script, really. I just have to read it. And reading is mostly easy. So just reading the script. Yeah, that's probably, you're looking at like, yeah, about 2 hours, 2:15 or something like that. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of looking for. I mean, I love Murphy Law. I really enjoy voicing Murphy Law. It's just all the other characters. It's like, I mean, it'll be fine. I've done it in the past, and people were fine with it. Although, I don't know. Like the first video that I did, that got 320,000 views, which is pretty good. Second one that I did, part 1 got 171,000, part 2 106,000. And then I combined them both into one video, and that's sitting at 100,000. So they actually haven't performed insanely well. I think a lot of people just are kind of turned off by the whole noir aspect of it. Which is fair. I mean, it's not... It's not really a thing that we do much anymore in, like, cinema and stuff like that. And usually if it's done in parody form. Like, we don't have much stuff like Sin City. So, like, you know, young people today, they've not seen The Maltese Falcon or something, even though they should. It's a fucking great movie. Or The Big Sleep. That's a really good movie, too. So, you know, young people today, it's very much, I mean, this is not a horror article. This is not... It's not really like a core SCP type article. I think it's awesome. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's one of the best parts of SCP. Hmm. Anyways. I'm looking at this reaction video, and someone watched the first one. I don't think I get nearly as many reaction videos anymore, to be honest. Oh, here, this guy did one 7 days ago of one of my videos, In the Eyes of the Beholder. A lot of people are against reaction channels, and in general, it's like, yeah, it's a little. I mean, obviously they're popular, and things that are popular for a reason. People like to experience other people's reactions to certain content. You know, you see all these videos of like listening to this song for the first time. Maybe it's their first time hearing that song. I kind of doubt it 90% of the time, but maybe. But, you know, people just like to experience others sharing something that they enjoy. You know, or sharing in something that they enjoy. So on the one hand, it's a little bit of like a creative hole. You know, it's like you're not really creating anything. But at the same time, how can I possibly criticize someone else for doing that? I don't create anything. I mean, on this channel, I guess I do, but yeah, I mean, I'm just sharing. I'm basically, in a sense, reacting to other people's creative endeavors. It's just my reaction is kind of an explanation, but I don't even do that much anymore. Mostly, it's really just like paraphrasing. And then I like throw in a start and an end and like maybe a couple quips, and that's about it. So how can I really argue against reaction channels? So I don't have a problem with them at all. And in fact, I see it's like it's sort of a barometer of my channel's success. Like the more reaction videos I ever see, the better my channel must be doing. So I don't see them as often anymore. I don't think there's that many channels in general doing reaction videos for SCP. I don't know how popular it is, because it's not, SCP's not that popular anymore. It's not in its heyday right now. Maybe it'll come back, but just typing in like reaction exploring series. There's a few channels here that I've never seen. I wonder if I should do... I don't know. I wonder if I should do another, like, introduction to the SCP Foundation video at some point. Paper. But just seen this video. It's titled Exploring Series Eat Your Heart Out. And he's not reacting to one of my videos. Reacting to, like, this trailer. Why is my name in your mouth, dude? Like, why am I mentioning the title here? I don't know, maybe I'd have to watch this actual video. I don't know why I was name dropped there. Anyways, yeah, I don't think there's as much. A lot of these are from like a couple years ago or a few years ago, 2022. We go like past year reactions. There's like one channel doing reactions of my stuff still. So the barometer is on the downward trend, perhaps. part of that is, and I've said this before, part of that is my videos must be absolutely terrible to actually do a reaction video too, because they're so static. Like, it's really like reacting to a podcast. So they just kind of have to sit there with like this, sort of gormless look on their face in reaction. And like, I have images that just change, like, on a good video once every minute. And then on a bad video, it's one image through the whole thing. Like, no one's going to do a reaction to that. You're like, maybe there's more reaction stuff in like audio, but it's like, is that even viable? Are people listening to audio reactions on like Spotify? I mean, to be fair, the Volgan is probably not much better in that aspect. I don't know how well he's doing on reaction stuff. He seems to be in a similar case, but speaking of the Volgan, that's kind of crazy. If you're not aware, he's been on an extended hiatus since May, I believe. He put out a post on his Patreon and stuff that he was just experiencing burnout. He's been going through some mental stuff. He just kind of had to look after himself. And so he just stepped away from YouTube. And that was like 4 months ago now. And that's just wild to me. Because it's like, he's ahead of me now, technically, in subscribers. Because the only reason really he's ahead of me is because he started doing YouTube Shorts. Which I don't think he's done in a while either. He didn't do that many, but he got some here. They got like 4 million views, 3 million views. So he kind of just gained a massive amount of subscribers. But, I mean, view count-wise, he's still doing better than me as well. But we're kind of like the two big dogs, for the most part, in the SCP YouTube space at this point. And so it's really, like, wild and kind of a bummer that he's experiencing all this. He has to step away. I mean, I understand. I can't relate, but I understand. And I don't know. I don't think it's his full-time job. I haven't talked to him that much, and I don't want to like speak out of turn here or anything. But I don't think it's his full-time job. Which is kind of crazy. I know that he lives, I believe, in Ireland, and I'm sure the ad rates there are abysmal compared to the United States. But it's wild that, like, I'm sort of on a gravy train here. Even with my kind of not stellar numbers and everything, like, this has been my job now for, like, 7 years. And it must not be his full-time job, because I mean, I'm doing well, but I don't know if I could just step away for 4 months and not upload anything. Like, I got bills to pay still. So I don't know. I don't know what's all going on with that, but it's especially wild because I never really thought of his stuff as being that time intensive. I mean, I know he does like some 3D models, but like, these are not super long videos. I mean, he averages like 13 minutes of video. And I mean, this stuff, like his latest video, the 3925, he's got what, like five images throughout this thing? And it's just like pictures of papers and boxes, and it's probably a 3D model or something, like he made it himself, probably, but it's like, how much time could that really take? And then he doesn't have to write a script, he just reads what it is, and sure, he does voice acting, and he probably is more professional about it than I am, where when I do voice acting, I literally just go through the script, and I just swap character voices as I go. Like, I don't record all of one character, and then all of another character, and, like, splice it together. I just read through it, and hope that it all lines up, you know, and it works out. But still, I mean, he's doing, like, 13-minute videos on average. they can't be that crazy amount of time. Like, there's no way he's spending 50 hours on these videos. And then, you know, that's it. Like, he just has a text scroll then, which I assume is a very automated thing at this point. I'm sure he's got a little setup to just automate that, where he just puts in the text and it scrolls. So, I don't know. It seems wild to me, but, you know, he whatever, you know, that he's experiencing what he's experiencing. It's a bummer. And I hope that he, you know, sorts shit out and makes it back. Because, yeah, I mean, if the Volgan stops and that's it, the SCP YouTube space is in kind of a dark spot. There are other YouTubers, of course, but I mean, who do we have then? You know, SCP Illustrated became Mr. Illustrated and it's kind of just done other stuff, and we do have Sherm with Site 42, but he is not like he does his own thing mostly with like TikTok and Instagram, like shorts and stuff. I think is not the same thing really. It's just wild to me that in 7 years now, there's no one that's come along and like, I'm gonna do what the Exploring series does because I think I can do it better. Like I can't believe that hasn't happened. Like I want someone to come along and do it better. Competition is good. But yeah, if we just look at SCP, like Google or YouTube SCP, like the last month, you've got the animated channels still spitting out like repeat videos over and over. You have like multiple videos from me. I guess Mr. Illustrated did When Day Breaks the End Part 1, which it's wild to me that he's still like just still pumping out When Day Breaks stuff. It's like it was an okay SCP, but it really just seems like it really feels a bit like cash grabby or something like that. Like the SCP universe is so incredibly expansive and is filled with like all these original concepts and original stories and ideas. To just keep harping on When Day Breaks just because it's like your most popular thing, that I don't really jive with that. It's basically like if I only made videos about the Ouroboros cycle because like it's my most popular video, I'm just gonna give them more of what they want. It's like, no, I decide what you want. You're gonna get what you're given. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Tat's top videos is still putting out repeat stuff. I don't think they're making anything original. That's kind of it. Like, viewership of SCP is largely in the tank. Which is not a happy thing for me, of course. It's bad news. But it's like, you know, there's nothing I can really do about it. I alone cannot, like, rejuvenate interest in SCP. I do the deep dive stuff. People come to me because they're already interested. It's up to other channels, you know, to really grab their attention and show them, like, hey, look at this awesome universe. Look at how cool this is. Do you want to learn more? Here, go read. Or go watch the Exploring series. You know, something like that. I'm not saying they'll say that, but hopefully, people coming into the community that get invested, get interested, maybe a percentage of them come to my channel, and that's all I can really hope for. But yeah, I don't think I'm the ambassador. That's for sure. Not when I'm doing stuff like the Steel Soul, which the Steel Soul was awesome. It's a great article, really great story, but that's not going to be bringing people into SCP. So I don't know. We just kind of need to wait for sort of another generation of 12, 13-year-olds. Nothing's going to top COVID. Maybe we need another COVID. That's the only thing that'll save SCP. But at the same time, it doesn't really need saving. Like we just had ClassicCon. It had 155 entries. Like, authorship-wise and everything, it's in a really good spot. We have just loads of new good articles coming out. DJ Cactus is now like writing again, so like from like a fan standpoint myself, like I couldn't be more pleased with SCP. But as a content creator and someone that has to pay bills, yeah, it could be better. Anyways. Right, so this week, I'm going to start uploading Dominions just every day. That's going to bug people. But it's either that or I just don't upload it. Which I could, but I don't mind pissing some people off. And I'd rather entertain the very small amount of people that are interested in seeing Dominions content. So I'm just going to start uploading one every day. And then I'm sure I'll forget many days. I probably should just, like, every Sunday just schedule 7 Dominions videos. Maybe I'll do that after this. And then we also have more RimWorld, and then I'll upload some other stuff. I don't know what it'll be exactly. I've got some stuff from BattleTech that I recorded. A few videos of that. And I have another Fire Emblem thing, Fire Emblem 11. I've got all the wizardry stuff that I could upload. I also... maybe Dark Deity 2. Yeah, maybe we should do Dark Deity 2. But yeah, plenty... I also have a lot of solo RPG stuff still to upload. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about RPGs. Holy shit, I went on this whole thing about SCP. Right. So we played more Draw Steel. It's a fantastic game. I really recommend it. And it seems like it's really getting a lot of positive feedback from, like, the RPG community and stuff. Mostly I've just seen positive stuff about it. So we finished up the Secrets of Skyhorn Lighthouse. Yeah, it was mostly just combat, right? There isn't... And I'm really railroading them because they don't mind and they kind of need it. So there isn't a lot of wiggle room here. So they kind of got led into another fight. They went down this ladder down to this, like, cove, this flooded cove. And they were on this ladder, and it was suspended above the water, and they saw dark shapes moving in the water, suggesting sharks. And then there was, like, the little, like, beach area nearby. And it's kind of like an opportunity for you to be like, well, we don't want to go in the water with the sharks. Let's try to figure out how to get to the solid ground without going in the water. But no, they're just like, okay, we go in the water. It's like, oh, okay. So they fought the sharks, and it wasn't like a tough battle. None of these are going to be tough battles, really. And then they, like, try and eavesdrop on this room next to them, and they fuck up. So they kind of alert the 2 guards that were in there, and they hear chairs shuffling and some, like, footsteps running away. And they're like, well, they know we're coming, blah, blah, blah. And so then they were, like, trying to lure them out or something. And it's like, I really should just be more helpful. It's so ingrained in me from all my years playing that, like, the DM does not intervene. The DM does not suggest stuff. The DM does not tell you stuff that you don't prompt for, that you don't ask for. The DM sits there and stays quiet if you're going to deliberate. That's how it's meant to be. The DM never takes control of your character. The DM never takes away agency from you. The DM is just a judge. The DM is an arbitrator of what you tell them and what you want to know and things like that. That's it. So I can't really break away from that as a DM now, even though they would gladly have me just, like, read them a fucking storybook, you know, of everything their characters are doing, and just tell them how to play and what to do, and like give everything away. Like they would love that. But it's like I just can't. That's not how this is played. So like yeah, their characters would probably realize like, hey, they're gonna summon a water elemental. We know that they're in there. We were told, you know, that they're in charge of this bowl of summoning water elementals, and they're probably gonna summon another one to attack us. We should probably get in there right away. Like their characters probably would know that. But they as players are just fucking deers in a headlight at all times. So they just kind of waited around, and then they were like gonna go check out a ship, and I'm like, okay, well we can't. Like time has gone by. The module specifically says if more than 2 minutes pass, and I'm like, yeah, it sounds like 2 minutes have passed. So a water elemental bursts out, and they fight it with that, and then they get beat up some more, and then they go in and they fight all the eel folk in there, and Lego, of course, was all doom and gloom. He thought they were all going to die and they were fucked, but they ended up winning and no one even died or went down, really. So yeah, they won. They saved the day. It wasn't really that bad. And I didn't like pull many punches or anything like that, because it's hard to pull punches when in a game where no one misses. Like, they're going to swing, they're going to hit, they're going to do some damage. Even if I fudge every dice roll, they're still going to do some damage. But I didn't really fudge anything. So, so we kind of all wrapped that up. They got some rewards. They got XP and all that, and they got some treasure. And then we immediately moved on, and I railroaded them and narrated stuff. Oh, we did this whole thing with downtime. You know, downtime is definitely a part of Draw Steel. You get these respites where you can do various downtime activities, including crafting and researching and training. And so I went through all that. There's a whole big spiel. And they decided to spend some time to train. They latched onto the training thing. Because you can train under a master or a mentor or something in order to get, like, +1 damage on a specific ability. And they were like, okay, yeah, let's all do that. So they did a roll or a couple rolls to find a master in town or a mentor, and it's like, okay, they're level 1. I'm sure they're in a decent sized city. Probably finding a level 2 or higher, you know, fighter is probably not that difficult. So they find them, and we kind of hand waved money, or you know, because money is hand waved in general. So it's just like, yeah, it's a little bit of time, and then they spent like 9 more days training. So they were all very iffy on, like, oh, I don't know, why spending 10 days? How are we going to spend days? And then others were like, but this thing, we would have to spend, like, you know, 50 days or something to get this. Like, how are we ever going to get that if we're not going to spend 10 days right now? And it's like, you know, it's hard to say, because I'm not running. They're in between adventures. Like, they literally could sit here for 3 years and nothing would really happen. Like, yeah, technically the Giants are going to keep rampaging, but if they sat there and told me, like, we're going to sit here for 3 years and train as much as we can, it's like, okay, I don't know how I don't know how I stop that, really. It's just like, okay, I'd have to improvise some sort of thing of like, okay, the Giants are attacking the city now, but I didn't want to improvise that, so I probably would just let them do it, and I don't know how I would rectify that. I guess you could just tell them, like, if you do that the campaign is pretty much over. But anyways, so then I ran them right into the Draw Steel starter adventure, the Delian Tomb, which I've been reading up and doing all the prep work for and everything. And so they went to another little village, and they got thrown into the adventure there. This woman's daughter got captured by goblins, so now we're back to goblins. And they went with her to help out, and they fought some goblins, and we did another little fight, and then they went down into the tomb, and that's where we ended. So they're gonna do the tomb next time, the first level of the tomb, and then Delian Tomb, the adventure opens up quite a bit. They get a bunch of side quest opportunities, and it's really a great introduction to the system. It covers, like, kind of everything, you know. It covers negotiations, it covers combat, it covers montages, it covers downtime stuff that you can do, and have different reasons to do downtime activities, like researching a cure, because one guy is afflicted with lycanthropy, so you might have to research a cure for him in the library and stuff. So there's like, it just covers kind of everything in a great introductory passage. So far, it's really, really good. Really good stuff. And it's only $10. And it comes with the starter rules and everything, so you can run the whole thing. Really, they should be advertising the fuck out of it. Because it comes with the maps and everything that you need. Like, it's a full kind of package. And it's not, like, short. It's, like, 15 encounters or something, which will probably take you, like, a month and a half or 2 months of weekly sessions to get through. So it's really solid. So we'll get into that more this week, and it should be pretty good. And then next week, I'm going to be running a different one-shot for some friends to introduce them to Draw Steel. And I'm hoping that my friend likes it enough that he wants to DM it for us as part of a new campaign. Because I really want to play Draw Steel, because it seems very fun. But alright, that's about it. And rushed through that a bit, but I talked a lot about SCP. So, more Dominions, more RimWorld, probably Dark Deity 2. And then over on the Exploring series, we have Classic Con SCPs. It's not a super long video, it's only like half an hour, but it's like 6 or 7 different SCPs in it. So, yeah. My name is Mangg. This has been Hanging with Mangg. I'll see you fine folks next week.